EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's a fresh start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week one of the NFL preseason. Velus Jones now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So the Saints are ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a fifth-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, to that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career out of playing in the NFL.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Rattler now back to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. That is the 9-time Pro Bowler, Khalil Mack. He gets in there for the sack, and it looks like the time off has not slowed him down one bit.
You work all week on this opening script, and the entire idea, Mike, is to get off to a good start, establish some rhythm, both run and pass, and settle everybody in. Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that opening script plan has not gone according to plan.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. 32. Throwing is Rattler. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball out to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. Perhaps he didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
There's so much conversation around the NFL, Mike, about the importance of these preseason games, and while the final score certainly doesn't matter, there is the evaluation of your roster, your personnel. You can't replicate these live reps and simulate them in practice. So these are your moments. Go out, play fast, play confident. Build those reps that you need so when the regular season comes around, you're ready.
I'll play fake. Herbert. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take it back to the other side of midfield. Nathan Shepard getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you...
the ball comes out. And I think one of the Chargers was, yes, he was able to get his hands on it, and they retained possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Saints offense going to take over now for the second time. And, Greg, week one here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
You know, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
First down throw was incomplete, and now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
To throw, it's Rattler. Taysom Hill working free downfield. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards.
A gain there of 21. First down, New Orleans.
Ready. 45, line. Hut.
Here's Rattler. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
16 yards.
Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 red. Hut.
Looking to throw, Rattler. Open man down the field, it's Olave. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And the Saints.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, and I don't think it's going to be his last.
Let's go. Black, 95. Ready.
Now Rattler going to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
At the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Set. Black 40. Ready.
Throwing now is Rattler. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal.
Set. Ready. Red 38. Set.
They'll look to throw again. For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. It was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Taysom Hill, touchdown Saints.
New Orleans.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. It's up and good. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball is going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Disley is the man in motion. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. It's the Chargers with football to begin this second quarter. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Throwing is Heineke. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Nathan Shepard getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He's going to air this one out. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Cam Akers for the first time. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So you find yourself in second and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable third down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in third and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the first down at the 49-yard line.
To the 49-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Running is Akers. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Akers. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Here's Akers. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second down.
Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. We'll come to the line now on second and 2. Inside the 15-yard line.
He was brought down at the
17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Saints first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And a spirited run there. Somehow managed to gain a couple of yards. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Here we go, 60 bucks.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It's now 4th down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
Akers trying to push the pile forward. He's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Try to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. They were stopped on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run, and he barrels his way into the end zone.
Touchdown,
Cam Akers. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. And he missed it. Missed the extra point. No good. And the score remains the same. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. On the return, this is Jalen Reagor. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up
The
shop.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this 2nd half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returnable for Reagor. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And the 11.
No separation, nothing easy, baby.
Disley is the man in motion.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll throw with Heineken. Looking middle, and he finds Disley. 11 yards on the connection there. It's good for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and inches.
At the 46-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Nathan Shepard. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Third and 10. Throwing, Heineke. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. On the return is Jones. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
The Saints take over.
The Saints offense. And their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter.
Okay, ready? Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Shuck looking to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
30-yard line.
Let's go. Wrap on leading.
From the gun, it's Shuck. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
60 by 6.
Now Shuck on third down. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. They'll run here, and this is Hassan Haskins. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
On the ground, it's Kamani Vidal. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Heineke. Escaping to his left.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The Chargers get set to kick it away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard
The Saints
line.
offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Now Shuck. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 31 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Shut up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Chuck. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On 3rd and long. Here's Shuck. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Saints will punt this one away.
For New Orleans.
Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this.
Okay, ready?
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Pushed out to his left, and he'll give himself up here to gain of 5 on 1st down.
Well, give him Joe some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. No turnover here. But the Cards able to get the football. Get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
To throw is Heineke. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been in the play zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down. Heineke. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go. 72.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll go play action here with Chuck. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go, and here's Shuck. That's taken in, and he is going to have the Saints' 1st down. How about that? A gain of 15 on 4th and 10.
1st down, New Orleans.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To the air again is Shuck. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield. They're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing again, shot. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
It is brought in the end zone. Cedric Wilson. Touchdown, Saints. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The offense staying put. They will go for two.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he is not going to get in. Stopped on the try for two. The lead remains right where it is.
Tuck it down on this side like we ain't go. If you don't agree, ask the streets on your 5 years, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of seats on. Turning money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got Richard E.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This will be returnable for Rager. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
Let's go.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets this up past the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Here's Heineke. His pass complete to Darius Davis. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
The pressure, too much. He goes down. Third and 9.
A 4-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 9.
Man in motion, heading right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Turnover on downs.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. It's all gone according to plan here in this preseason opener, and look to finish things strong here in the 4th quarter. He'll get the carry here. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this inside the 20, and nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Junior Colson
And we'll get whistles
on the tackle.
and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try.
A
This
21-yard
about as
attempt.
short as you can get. Groupie's kick is good. And the Saints will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This will be returnable for Rager. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So this one, a win for the Saints as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.